A celebratory atmosphere here at the Friend Ball Field at Burley Park as Friend knocks off DeWitt in dramatic fashion 7-6 as DeWitt tried to erase that 4-run deficit. It was very close, and Friend able to win the American League title, the SFS American League title tonight. We start with Coach Brandon Vossler, and Coach, you were telling me Friend's been close to this a few times in recent history, and you guys get it done. You hand DeWitt their first loss of the season in the title. What are your thoughts after this one?
I'm just super proud of the boys. They battled all season long. We had a few close games, and they battled again, right to the end. DeWitt's a really good team, and they showed it out there, but I'm glad we came out on top tonight.
Your player of the game here, pitcher Jacob Weber, 6 strikeouts totally, went the complete game. DeWitt obviously, rattled him a couple of times, but he was able to hang in there for the full game. I guess what'd you tell him after?
I kept telling him to relax, just throw it, don't think about it so much. He's a good enough pitcher. He can get them out. And we got the defense behind us, and that's what made the difference.
Yeah. And we talked before the game, DeWitt was your only loss of the season. They beat you by a run, and you deliver the same thing here tonight. I mean, did that feel good on top of winning the championship to kind of give it back to the only team that beat you?
Well, it's always good, get back to that only loss of the season. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Brandon Vossler, head coach of the Friend SFS American League title champions here tonight. Coach, thanks for the time.
Thank you.
We now welcome on our Dream It, Do It player of the game. It is Jacob Weber going the full game. I counted unofficially 90 pitches, 6 strikeouts to 3 walks. And Jacob, you walked that first batter in the game that came around and scored. After that, you really settled in. I guess, what did Coach and your teammates tell you that kind of helped you settle in?
Settled down, and along with that, I kept my faith in God and kept thinking about Him, praying, and it went a long ways and gave me those strikeouts to win the game.
Now, earlier this season, you guys played DeWitt. We're down 3-0. You scored 2 runs in the 5th. The comeback fell just short and kind of rolls. It was flipped this time around. DeWitt made the comeback, and you guys held them off. I mean, what's it feel to not only win this championship, but to do it against a team that had gotten you guys earlier this year?
It feels good because before it was some coach errors cost us that game. And it feels good to win it finally because one of our teammates died this year, named Caden Newsom.
Yeah, obviously a really special tribute for Caden. And finally, your defense really made some spectacular plays behind you. You had the double play in the earlier part of the game. I mean, how much confidence does that give you when your teammates are playing excellent defense?
That felt good because I knew I had someone to back me up throughout the whole game, even if I had a bad part. If I had a 4-ball walk, it just felt good to have somebody behind you.
Yeah, it was high drama there in the 5th inning, but Friend able to get it done 7-6. That's our Dream It, Do It player of the game, Jacob Weber. He goes the complete game and gets the victory with 6 strikeouts in 5 innings pitched. Jacob, congratulations. Go enjoy this one.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to Coach Vossler and to Jacob Weber in our post-game interview on the post-game show on News Channel Nebraska. Lots of photos being taken. It's a party tonight here in Friend as they win the SFS American League title 7-6 over DeWitt. They top a field of 10 teams from Saline, Fillmore, and Jefferson County. It's a tradition that's been going on for over 60 years in southeast Nebraska, and Friend able to host the championship and win it. We'll be back to wrap it up on NCN. Coach, this one didn't come without a scare. Sterling showed some grit there late in set 2 and throughout set number 3, but your team gets it done. I guess what's your immediate reaction to this one?
It's good to be pushed. We sometimes don't see that, but I think we feel like maybe we didn't show up for the whole game, and we got to find ways to find energy. Maybe when we weren't playing our best ball at times, but yeah, I mean, you're always happy to come away with the win, but we feel we could have played a lot better than we did tonight.
Sure. This run you guys have been on this year has been fantastic. You won all 28 sets you played in. Like you said, you got a little bit pushed tonight, but to come out of here unscathed and just to go through these games the way your team has, I mean, I guess what can you say about your team's progress through these first 12 matches?
They're very resilient. They kind of bend, but we don't break right now, so we're hoping to kind of keep that up. But yeah, very happy with where we are and not have dropping a set. We try not to talk about it too much, but I know we all know. But we just try to focus one game at a time, and once again, we respect whatever opponent we're playing.
Yeah. Back home to Tri-County on Thursday. What are you hoping to maybe clean up between now and then?
We've been working a lot on serve receive. I thought that was a little better tonight, but then we had some other areas that maybe moving the ball around a little bit more. Hitters that I think tonight we just maybe didn't hit at the top of our, we weren't finding some of the open shots of our other ones, unlike Carly, she was, but we just got to do better, a little things, playing defense, not watching girls, not standing and expecting another girl to get the ball. We have to go at every ball.
Yeah, always something to get better at, and still a little bit of season left, but Diller Odell continues their reign of terror in Class D1, staying unbeaten at 12-0, sweeping Sterling. Second time you beat Sterling this year. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Match high 14 kills unofficially, and yeah, Carly, like I told Coach, a little scared there, but a win's a win. I guess, what are your thoughts after this one?
Well, like she said, we didn't come playing our best. We kind of didn't have the energy we usually have and made some plays that shouldn't have happened, but I mean, we're glad that we ended up coming out with the win, but we just need to improve on some more things.
Your team was up 21-17 in set 3. You came on the bench, and then Sterling came back. You called timeout. It was 23-all. They bring you back in the game, and you score the winning point. How satisfying was that? I mean, it felt like your night was done, but you come in to get that last point. I don't know, was that maybe the cherry on top for you?
Yeah, it was just glad that we finished that set and won the game.
Sure. Last thing, your sister Addison is really the kind of the straw that stirs the drink offensively, one of the best setters in the state. And you and her just really communicate well, you and the whole team. I guess, how well does that chemistry just help this team? Because about every starter from last year is back. I guess, how comfortable are you guys with each other on the floor?
Yeah, we're all really comfortable. I mean, there's a few times where we don't talk as much as we should, but most of the time we're always talking with each other, and we just have a very good chemistry and bond amongst each other.
That is freshman outside hitter Carly Heidemann with a match-high 14 kills tonight. She leads her team on the year with 112 kills, and Diller Odell is home to Tri-County on Thursday night to try and keep this winning streak going. Carly, congratulations and enjoy it.
Thank you. You too.
Here with Sean Carr, daughter Cora alongside as well. And Coach, York got you guys late in the year, that 5-4 loss, and you guys won every game up until the state tournament. Now they come to your place, deliver a big win. What's your immediate reaction to this one?
York's a good program. I mean, they're coached by two of my friends, Phil and Danielle Sievers, and they've done a great job in their tenure there. Anytime that you can beat York, it's a good day. And our kids just played well.
Felt like pretty routine for your kids at this season. You get a couple runs early, Morgan Molly with the home run, and your offense just kind of kept peppering them on as the game went on there. What's the key to this offense just being so dangerous and consistent?
You said it in the last word is consistency. I mean, I think 1 through 9, as you go through our book and look at it, we had every kid on base again tonight. Kids like Caitlin went, and the 9-hole was on 2 or 3 times, and when she's on, that sets the plate for Izzy, Leah, and Morgan. We subbed a couple kids in. Mackenzie Steyer, a freshman, gets a big hit. Marley Stones had great at-bats to get on in front of those kids. And you could just go down the line. I know Morgan gets the recognition because she hit one that went all the way probably back to York. I mean, she bombed on that ball. But again, in order for that to be more than just one run, you've got to have your teammates on base. And we've been able to do that, night in and night out. We're not just a one-trick pony. We've got 15 kids that all can contribute and usually do on every given night.
And defensively, York did have a pretty good rally there, 4th inning, but your team was able to dig out of that. Defensively, how do you feel like your team played tonight?
I thought we played really well. I thought, just my personal opinion, we got pinched a little bit in that last inning. Gave up a couple of walks, which is unusual for Lexi. But we made the plays we needed to get out of there, and then the kids came up and hit the ball well, and you got a kid that you're going to interview here in a second, Izzy Elsie, and I kind of forgot about her, but I think she probably had 3 or 4 hits again tonight too. So
yeah, 4 for 4, and she had a double in there as well, and 4 runs scored every plate appearance. She came around to score, so another successful night for the Crete Cardinals. Sean Carr, head coach of Crete, they'll actually host Grand Island Central Catholic. Same place, same time, 6:30. Coach, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for the coverage. Appreciate it. Roll Cards.
Dream it, do it player of the game. That is center fielder, senior, and UNO softball commit Izzy Elsie, really getting her money's worth tonight. 4 for 4, 2 doubles, 4 runs scored, and an RBI as well. Izzy batting from the leadoff spot tonight. I guess, what are your feelings after this one?
I was pretty excited. We did a great job.
Yeah. Offensively, Morgan hitting well behind you. Basically, everyone at least got a hit. Most of your teammates came around to score. I guess, how much more confident does that make you when you step up to the bat and just know that you have a great support system behind you?
It makes me a lot more confident knowing that if I get on base, people are going to hit me around and I'll probably score.
Sure. 16-0 now this team is. You guys have faced some great competition in both classes B and C. I guess, how do you guys keep it going tomorrow against Grand Island Central Catholic?
We're just going to have a good time, and everybody's going to play their roles.
Yeah, and these fans that are out here tonight certainly play a lot of support as well. Izzy Elsie, thank you so much. 4 for 4. Enjoy it, and go get them tomorrow.
Thank you.
Field in Beatrice, but it is the home team Orange holding off the Crete Cardinals 1-0. And big thanks for Beatrice goes to this guy, sophomore Quinn Zaborotsky. He's our impact player of the game, pitching the full 7 innings with 10 strikeouts and a Gatorade bath. The complete game. Quinn, I know you're probably cold after that, but how did that game feel tonight?
It was great. I couldn't have done it without everyone behind me, backing me up. That was most of them. I just put the ball where they could hit, put it in play. They did everything else.
Now, Crete, they did struggle to get into rhythm offensively, but they got runners on, including in that final inning. I guess, what is Coach Belding telling you guys in between innings to, to stay sharp and keep rallying defensively?
Just got to be loud, cheer each other on.
So this team starting 0-2, you get 3 straight wins, beat Crete, who's obviously kind of someone you guys play every year, something of a rivalry here. I mean, now that you got these 3 straight wins, does this team feel like you guys have some momentum now?
I think we do. I think we go quite a ways without losing.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Well, Quinn Zaborotsky, a great game, a complete game. His record's now 2-1 on the year, new career high, 10 strikeouts, no walks, no free passes on the night. What a great night on the mound, and a night that offense was tough to come by for both teams. Beatrice gets it done 1-0. We now bring on the victorious head coach, Chris Belding, has this team off to a 3-2 start here in 2019. And Coach, it was dramatic last year when you guys lost to Crete. Some drama here this year in a defensive duel, and Quinn gets it done on a complete game. Was it a pretty easy decision to send him out there in the 7th, or did you consider putting someone else in?
Oh no, it was he had the game. It was his to win or lose, and he was at 71 pitches before last inning. I mean, you're talking 11 pitches an inning. That's fantastic. I mean, there's very few pitchers that go through a game like that. So I had no, we talked about getting somebody loose when a guy got on first, and I said nope, it's his game. He'd thrown that well so far. So.
Yeah, very efficient. The most pitches he threw in an inning was 14 through those first 6. So, yeah, it was quite a night. And defensively, it's kind of a struggle. Both teams had 4 errors. I guess, what do you guys as a staff, tell Quinn, when there's a defensive error, someone's on base, I guess, how does he kind of stay sharp and focused in that moment?
All you do is you tell him not to worry about, you do your job, let the defense do their job. We had a couple miscues, but, a couple of those were tough plays. But like I told the guys after the game, you got to make those plays to win a ball game. We can't lose a ball game on those plays. So, it didn't bother him at all. He went right back out throwing strikes, and I mean it was great.
Now your team's faced a little adversity to start, starting 0-2. You bounce back with a win over Seward last week. You keep it going at DC West, and now you get this win tonight. A couple of rainouts too. It's not been an easy season though. But what's been the key to this turnaround early on?
I think the guys finally believe in themselves. I've been telling them all along, hey, you guys can be a pretty good team. We just I said, we just needed a few things to go our way. And I think in the Seward game, it finally clicked a little bit. We had a big inning there to score some runs. But, we just got to keep finding ways to win. And pitching performance like that, is going to help long ways.